Happy New Year. It's my first video of 2025, and with SHOT Show just around the corner, it's an exciting time for the firearms industry. My name is Julie Golob. I'm a pro shooter, author, and veteran sharing guns, gear, shooting sports, and more. Thanks for joining me here, and if you'd like to check out my website, juliegolob.com, and social media at JULIEGOLOB, it would be lovely to connect. There's always a chance that this video will be taken down due to the ever-changing policies and community standards on YouTube, so full disclosure, I am a Smith Wesson ambassador and sponsored shooter. As precaution, if you're interested in sales information and specific monetary data or other info not covered here, contact your local dealer or search for official details online. This time last year, Smith & Wesson surprised many fans of the brand with their launch of the Model 1854 lever-action rifle. Not just a one-and-done deal, the company has added to the model lineup. I have the Smith & Wesson Stealth Hunter in .44 Magnum that I'll be chatting about today, but there are also additional calibers and versions in .357 and .45 Colt. Very cool. The new Smith & Wesson Stealth Hunter in .44 Magnum takes the stainless and polymer stock option up a notch. Built on a stainless steel frame, it features an aluminum M-LOK handguard with 15 M-LOK slots to mount your favorite accessories. If you're considering this as a defense or hunting gun, you can outfit it with different slings, a flashlight, additional easy access ammo storage, or a bipod, that's just to name a few. M-LOK truly does allow you to set it up to suit your needs and wants. If you're an iron sight kind of person, this lever action comes with a high-vis H3 front sight and an XS ghost ring adjustable rear. This is a fast, easy-to-acquire sight picture with that peep sight feel, and the front sight is just nice and bright. The original 1854 features the brass bead front, very classic, but for those who appreciate the more modern fiber optics, the Stealth Hunter has you covered. The rifle also offers an extended Picatinny rail. It's quite a bit longer than the original model and provides a way to mount an optic of choice. For me, I just love how fast it is to acquire a red dot because of how nice and low the dot sits in relation to the stock on this model. So that makes any flavor of the Trijicon RMR or RCR a top choice for me as a Trijicon shooter. But you can absolutely add an optic with some magnification. For example, I'm looking at the new Trijicon Huron 1:6x24 optic that's just launching here in 2025 as a potential option with that sweet spot for magnification. The stock is a black synthetic designed for durability. It's not something you have to baby or worry that you'll be scarring the wood. It also has thoughtfully placed texture along the grip panels, making it grippy enough for gloves, but also not too rough on the hands when handling bare-skinned. For the lever, the loop is oversized just enough to account for wearing gloves, but it's also pleasant to manipulate without them. Cycling like the first 1854 is very smooth. Yeah, it's just slick. The Stealth Hunter also features a flat-faced trigger. This is nice because it allows the user to place their finger on the trigger in an ideal place based on how they grip and their hand and finger dimensions. There's also space in the trigger guard for a gloved finger as well. You have a cross-bolt safety that you can activate and deactivate to prevent the hammer from striking the firing pin. Pull the trigger while the safety is on, the hammer will drop, but the gun will not fire. It also features a removable magazine tube, making it very, very easy to unload the firearm without racking through all the rounds, an added safety feature. Out of the box, the .357, .45 Colt, and .44 Magnum weigh in at a little over 6 pounds, with a bit of variation in the different calibers, but not by much. This makes them nice and light. If you decide you want to keep things as light as possible, you can keep it stock or add that red dot, maybe a sling, and you still have an easy-to-use rifle that cycles as fast as you can manipulate it without too much heft. The Stealth Hunters are a handy length and easy to maneuver with the 16.3-inch barrels. Being shorter, it does mean that in .44, you go from 9 rounds to an 8-round capacity between the original model and the Stealth Hunter. The shorter length is one that many will appreciate for tighter spaces, and like its older brother, it balances really well in the hand to carry around. Now, slings are certainly useful, but there's also a lot to be said for a gun that balances just right as you walk with it. The barrel is threaded and it does come with a thread protector, and this shorter barrel complements the suppressor. I've shot the 357 version with a Gemtech suppressor, and even with that added length, it's not too long. Plus, suppressors they're just awesome. These guns shoot so well, especially when you consider optimal distance in use. I had the pleasure of attending a hunt with Smith Wesson and some gun riders who tested the 44 on whitetail and fallow deer with Federal's hammer down ammunition. That's with a 270 grain bullet. Per Federal, this ammo typically chronos at over 1,600 feet per second out of a 20-inch barrel. Out of a shorter barrel, it still gets good velocity and penetration. Everyone had success on game, and the ammo and gun combination were flawless and effective. In fact, we shot all 3 caliber options, and they were great. It's just a matter of deciding what caliber you want, and I think a lot of people will be happy with these different options. I certainly have my favorite. Let me know in the comments below what your guess would be as to which I would prefer, 357, 44, or 45. I'm also curious what you think and what you would choose for your first choice in caliber. If you're interested in a video on the 357 or the 45 Colt, or one that compares all 3, please let me know in the comments below. I have that first polymer 1854 in 44, and it is a great rifle. I'll leave a link to the video I did on that one in the description. The Stealth Hunter, it's just handier, even more modern, and the forend with the Picatinny rail just gives the users more ways to accessorize. Now, before I close out the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much to all my subscribers, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this one and it inspires you to peruse through my channel. I think it's pretty reasonable, crossing fingers, to hope that I'll hit 50,000 subscribers this year. I'm very, very excited about that, and if you think someone you know might enjoy my content, please share my videos with them. For those who like more blog style content, I'll leave a link to my Substack below where I share even more. I just put up a recent post on my favorite gun of 2024. Yeah, pretty cool. So thanks so much for joining me. Leave your questions and comments below. Like if you liked, and as always, be safe, have fun, and live your life fully loaded.